The Detroit Lions have one of the more elite cornerbacks in the league in Darius Slay, and he might be near the cream of the crop depending on who you ask. Former NFL legend Rod Woodson certainly thinks that Slay is elite. In fact, Woodson goes so far as to say, speaking in a piece with Dave Birkett of the Detroit Free Press, Woodson said that Slay, his former pupil, is one of the top 5 corners in the league at this point in time, even though he doesn't keep a running list going of such things. Here's a look at what was said about Slay from a legend in the league at his former position in the piece. Pro Football Hall of Fame defensive back Rod Woodson didn't have a firm list when asked to name the top 5 cornerbacks in the NFL during a Super Bowl event last week, but the NFL Network analyst and former Oakland Raiders assistant said Detroit Lions corner Darius Slay is definitely in that group. He's one of the top 5, he definitely is, Woodson said. I haven't graded them all, but off the top of my head he's in the top 5. This past season, injuries cost Slay some weeks and some production, but he still got 3 picks and 43 total tackles on the season to go with 1 touchdown, which are pretty darn good totals to note for the corner. More than that, he remains elite for the Lions considering his importance on the field and has been one of the best players on the team. The Detroit Lions are pushing into the off-season. Stay up to date with everything. Take 5 seconds to sign up for our free Lions newsletter now. The Lions struck gold when they got Slay in round 2 a handful of drafts ago. He's been a guy who has developed and grown into one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and now, the stats are starting to align to make him one of the top players on the roster. The Lions resigned Slay a few years back, and he's a guy who has earned every penny with solid play and solid leadership on the field. That's been phenomenal for the Lions, and he's truly been a missing link to the team's defensive backfield. The Lions have had a hard time getting players into the actual Pro Bowl in recent years, but as long as Slay can keep making it, he will keep Lions fans and the organization happy. And clearly, he will begin to be thought of highly in the minds of legends and fans alike and begin to state his case as a player that the league needs to remember. If you believe Woodson, an NFL Hall of Famer, Slay is already there amongst the elite at his position on the field.